Splatoon 3 with the 10.00 update that went live today has the Nintendo Switch 2 increased performance patch that went live, along with some content for the game, 30 different alternate third weapon kits for a lot of the weapons, and then a returning map from Splatoon 2. I'm not going to really be talking about the content though, we're going to be kind of comparing the game before the Switch 2 enhancement patch, performance patch, and then the Switch 2 or the regular Switch version. So those of you guys that are wondering if it's really worth getting a Switch 2 to play Splatoon 3 on, or if you guys are returning to the game with the big 10.00 update with all the content and that type of stuff, or if you guys recently got a Switch 2 and you have not played Splatoon 3 on it, and you guys are wondering how much better the game actually is on the Switch 2 compared to the Switch 1. That's kind of what we're going to be going over in this video. So I'll throw some gameplay in the background of the Switch 1 and the Switch 2. It's going to be kind of a shorter video, and there's not really too much to talk about, but I'm going to be completely real with you guys. I think the game actually has more problems with the servers than they actually do with the performance of the game. I think that's just the main thing they need to focus on. The Switch 2 version with 10.00, it did get upgraded enhancements to the graphics and the performance of the game. But I'm going to be completely real with you guys. I don't even really see much of an upgrade at all. Like, compared to the Switch 1 version and the Switch 2 version with the 10.00 patch that we got today, I really don't see much upgrades, if I'm being real with you guys. Maybe the game runs a little bit better, and I just can't notice, but I'm gonna be real with you guys. I don't, at least like performance and graphics wise, both games kind of seem the same. And I think the main reason for that actually is because Splatoon 3 was, or at least Splatoon 2 at the time, was originally a game that was actually designed specifically for the Switch. And I think with Splatoon 3 that was also mainly designed for the Switch. And when this game was originally being made about 2 years ago now, they knew the Switch 2 was not going to be released for quite a while, so they kind of made it with more of the Switch 1 in mind. So that's why I think the graphics, at least overall, don't really look too much different. But I think the main thing they actually need to focus on is actually the servers, because I'm gonna be real with you guys, I'll probably throw some gameplay of that in the background too. Like 2 games, I tried getting some gameplay for you guys on the Switch 2 version, and like 2 games in a row, I had people disconnect from my matches tonight on the new patch. So if anything, the servers, they're probably just as bad as they were, or they're still really bad. So I don't know. But overall, at least performance-wise, I don't see really much difference between the Switch 1 version and the Switch 2 version. As you guys can see pretty much on screen, they kind of look pretty much the same graphic-wise. Maybe the Switch 2 version is a little bit more fluid and runs a little bit better. But overall, even the load times, I don't really notice much like differences between the load times. Maybe in the story mode, because I know there's a lot of load times and like loading in the story mode type stuff between maps. Maybe that's a little bit better on the Switch 2, but I never didn't look at that. Another thing is the Switch 2 Pro Controller. If you guys have the Switch 2 Pro Controller, I think it's actually, it feels a lot more fluid with the game. I don't play gyro, but I play sticks with the game. I know, call me lame, whatever. Call me a loser, whatever it is. I know it's, somebody's going to say in the comments for being a sticks player in 2025, but overall, the Switch 2 Pro Controller with Splatoon 3 actually seems pretty good. Not really too much of an improvement over the Switch 1 Pro Controller, if I'm being real. You don't really notice that much. It does seem a lot more fluid and like a lot more easy to handle though, and it makes the game a little bit of a better experience. So if you guys are getting the Switch 2 Pro Controller, it's a little bit better with Splatoon 3 than the Switch 1 Pro Controller. I think just because overall it's a little bit of a better controller, kind of an upgrade. So would you really notice that much of a difference performance-wise though to your play, especially if you're playing gyro? Probably not, because they're probably both about the same, and if not, they're probably the same gyros in the Switch 1 Pro Controller. I don't think that's really changed. So apart from that, no, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Are you guys getting back into Splatoon 3 if you're a new player, getting into Splatoon 3 with the Switch 2 console, or if you're guys are somebody that's on the Switch 1 and you guys just recently downloaded the 10.00 patch with Splatoon 3? Have you guys noticed any upgrades graphically or like performance wise to the game? Let me know in the comments down below. But overall, at least for me, not really too much different, if I'm being real with you guys. Maybe the game runs a little bit better, but graphically I don't really notice too many improvements. Pretty much looks the exact same as the Switch 1 if overall. They said there's going to be another patch as well. There's a few major bugs with the 10.00 patch. So they are going to be putting out a bug fix within like the next week, fixing some of the major bugs. There are some bugs on a few maps and a few things that don't work correctly, but that should be getting fixed, that they said. So depending if you guys are seeing this, that also might already be fixed. But apart from that, hope you guys enjoyed. I just kind of want to do a small video talking about Splatoon 3 on the updated Splatoon 2 patch version, if it's really much different than the Splatoon 3 Switch 1 version. So hopefully it helps you guys. If you guys have any questions or anything I did not talk about, let me know in the comments down below. Apart from that, I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks for watching.